Today's adventure takes us to Carowinds. Carowinds was a broke back, means no rides. We come down to watch my niece do a band performance. It was $30 parking. We don't have season passes this year, but I did get a ticket that my mom got off the school to get in. So yeah, just took a picture of where we parked, where I parked, because I'm by myself. That was area 23. Highly suggest that for everybody. You do the same. Take a picture, send a text to whoever you're with, wherever you park. So once again, here at Carowinds, unable to ride, so yeah, right back. We'll do some walking around, get some exercise in, hit it that way. All right, join us, shall you? Roller coaster of love. The do's and don't of Carowinds. And here's your chaperone policy.
I see little kids walking out.
Here we are. It's officially the school day. There is as busy as beavers in here. Crazy. They're everywhere. There's one place. So I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be. Just making a walk around right now. I think my niece's performance is at 3. At least that's what she's told me. I'm gonna try to catch it. I don't know how to go from there. But man, it's what you call hopping in here. We always come on Fridays during the summer. Usually it's less crowded, but not today.
Hey, Zay!
If you'd have come today thinking it was going to be less crowded, boy, you'd have sadly mistaken. It's crazy. Crazy. Busy. And as per usual, young teenage boys always try to win the basketball so they can carry it all day. They don't wait until the end of the day. They gotta show everybody they won the basketball. And there is your Fury 325. I believe that's what we took pictures of on the way in. I believe that's the first one you see. It is, like I said, it's packed. This will drive me insane. Little kids everywhere, and they walk straight in front of you. I mean, yeah, no second thoughts about moving on. 60-minute current wait time at Fury. Wow. 10 minutes for Express. So he ain't even a walk-on either. You got to put all your loose items right here in a locker, which they make you pay for. Nothing's free. No free lunches. Never seen so many kids winning basketballs. And then right here dribbling, and I ain't none of them going for the NBA because they dribbling them off the foot and they rolling everywhere. You've seen 3 of them jettison the ball, and then they holler, "Wait, wait!" But why would you wait when it was your fault? No, wait. Where is the hurler? I think it's Carowinds' largest wooden coaster right here. There's your fast line for it. Look at that line to get to it. It's crazy right there. I'm not sure the drop zone's in operation today. And there's the Carolina Cyclone. Let's take a peek and see how long the line is for hit today. I don't know how long the line is, but there's the exit. Dang. It is busy. It's packed in here. No, leave my feet above. I think they're exiting off the ride. I think it may not be running right now because of incoming weather. Let me reiterate how freaking busy it is here. We've come down for their Halloween event and their Christmas event. And we've come down during the summer. And I'll tell you what, this is the busiest I've seen. Plus, I ain't ever seen so many small kids not dribbling basketballs. They just bouncing them off of everybody. One bounced off my knee right then. It's insane here. Sorry to keep repeating myself, but wow. It's just wow. Busy day. Here's the line for the rock and roll roller, which is a scrambler type ride. Somebody lost some socks. It was so exciting, they just come right out of their socks. Down here in the country fair area, they have another ride. Ain't too many rides going. This is one of them. Most of the roller coasters are down because of lightning in the area. And even swings are down right now. And spin is down. Very same reason. There are the bumper cars, one of the few rides in here that is still running as of right now. Big line over there. Probably the biggest line you've seen for bumper cars in years. They just exited it off and they're waiting to load. Everything seems real slow. Loading and unloading right now. But yeah, about everything over through here is not running. Wow. Seriously packed. No mowing this grass. None at all. This ride must be down. This gentleman's inside it, right there trying to work on it. So that sucks. We're out here and all the roller coasters are down and some of the rides you can ride are being worked on. An Eternal A right there for Halloween. It was an adventure. It was understaffed. Not packed like today, just understaffed. Oh, and look at the line for the haunted house. It's out the door. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's it, it's out the door right there, wrapping around this tree. Crazy. And if you're doing choir, this way. That is not the way my niece is doing. She's not in choir. She's in band. Yeah, sneaky. So usually one way in, one way out of Camp Snoopy. Camp Snoopy is where all the little kids that can't ride any of the bigger rides are riding. Just walking around, getting my steps in a different fashion today. There's Snoopy. A photo op, if you will. Get your Jeep on. Get your Jeep on. Get your Jeep on. There's a mini drop, but it's not working today. And there's a bus ride.
Hello, thank you, and enjoy your ride. Carefully take your seat. Please walk around the right side of the track.
But this brings me back. As a kid, this was my jam right here. The Red Baron. I loved riding the planes. I wanted to go up and down. That was my jam. And there's balloons down here, not my jam. I didn't like the music. Balloons, balloons, balloons. Up and away. Here we go, Carowinds Summer Music Festival. We got Leanne Rhymes, Brett Michaels coming up pretty soon, Toby Mac, Brett Young, Bradley Gilbert, Skillet for Todd. Todd ain't watching, but the Skillet's coming. Got some Sugar Ray, Flow Rider for the captain, and Russell Dickerson. I don't know who that is. For more information, there's a QR code down at the bottom. Take a screenshot, it'll last longer. So, I found my niece. Right there she is. Huh?
What's good, gang? I'm leaving now.
So she's hanging out with her friends.
You're right, Mr. Klein. You're right.
This is about as close as I get to be. It's the border between South Carolina and North Carolina there. Or as some people say, the real Carolina and the fake Carolina. Hey, hey, Kool-Aid! Here at Alligator Alley. Funny thing about this sign right here, there ain't no gators in North Carolina. There's a few in South Carolina, but not a lot. It's a little farther south. Florida, Georgia, home of the gator, not Carolinas. Right here, lighthouse. Now there are lighthouses everywhere in North and South Carolina, just everywhere. And they come right at you. They're trying to take the shortest way, these kids are. They won't ever walk around you, come right at you. One of the few rides that are still running. And look at the line. Alright, I'm gonna give you a pet peeve of mine of waiting in large crowds. People in a group of more than two walking side by side in large crowds, making other people get out of their way. Pet peeve of mine. No use around, and plus, here's another one. I'll give you two pet peeves. Stopping in the middle of the walkway. They're important, so they've got to stop, and you got to go around them. They'll stop right in the middle of a busy intersection, which is crazy. So yeah. 2 pet peeves for the price of 1 today. That's what I give you. So yeah, always be aware of your surroundings. Don't stop in the walkways. And tighten up. Don't walk 5 abreast. I'll give you an example right here. See this group right here? They're just all over the place. 6 wide, 7 wide, who knows? Everywhere. And they're moseying. Moseying, sauntering. They definitely ain't in a hurry to get to anywhere. That lady right there got her hike on. She's done passed me and zoom, zoom, zoom. I'll even see her now. She got it going, getting her steps in. Bam, bam. Oh, right there's my pet peeve. They just stopped right in the middle of the walkway. This guy, he has no idea he's in the way neither. Okay, I've been relegated to basically a coat rack. Purse, jacket, and Snoopy Squishmallow. This little girl right here on the arm broke. Never heard of a band injury to keep you from performing, but there it is. Band injury. Stand corrected. That's a guy with long hair. I shouldn't judge, seeing how I have long hair.
Please take this opportunity to silence all electronic devices and remain seated during the performance. Joining us on stage is the American Renaissance School Griffin Band under the direction of Brad Ashley. Their selections today are Call to Freedom, composed by Nadia Awada, Afterburn, composed by Brendan Sandridge, and Abominable Snowman Chase, composed by Robert W. Smith. You might not want to start here, just a heads up. Our adjudicators this afternoon are composer and educator Heather Hofel, professor and educator Dr. Stanley Mikulski, and professor and educator Dr. Bill Malambry. Ladies and gentlemen, American Renaissance School.
Electric car chargers. My money paying for that? My ticket money paying for him to charge the car up? Is it? I don't know. It says to take a different approach. Make other people pay for it. Well, that was my day at Carowinds. after the band concert ended, I followed the band out to the bus thinking they may be leaving. They were just putting their instruments up. And then they all went back inside. Well, at this point, I was overheated. So I decided I was going to go get some AC. And this little pickup truck has the best AC. So I sit there for a little while, and then it started pouring the rain after a while. And all of them started flooding out, people from the park. So I thought the park was closed. So then I drove back up to where the buses was. Drove up this time, not walked. And that's where the premium parking was. You can't get in there unless you pay for the premium parking. So I parked on the curb. And then I tried to call my niece. Oh, by this point, her phone had died. So I texted her grandmother, my mom, and said, I need a contact number for a teacher to see if they're on the bus, they're leaving. What's the deal? What's the deal, Pickle? So that's where I was at there. And I didn't get anything for a little while. And then I got a number from my mom, which was another one of my niece's classmates' phone numbers. So I called that. Well, I didn't call it. I text that number. And I don't get any response there. And by this point, it had slacked off raining. So I backed down and parked to go inside the park to see, because she was at Cinnabon last I heard. So I was going to go back in and confirm if she was still there. She was riding home with me, riding the bus, whatever she was doing. Just wanted to confirm it. I left the park without a bracelet, but all the band people would go back in through the exit. And I didn't see an issue with me trying that same thing, right? You know. And if they give me any guff, I was going to say, my kid's in there, I've got to go in. It's not necessarily true, but kind of truth. What I'm there responsible for. So yeah, I'm on my way back in, and I'm walking. It's drizzling the rain again. It's just a little drizzle. I'm walking. I finally get a text from my niece, who then tells me I'm going to ride the bus home with my friends. Now, she done told me, she done told her granny, she done told the band conductor she was riding home with me, only for this to have a last minute audible, if you will. So then I leave out of there. This would have all been better if I filmed it instead of me having to describe this to you. But at that point, I was thinking I was going to get more footage when I went back into the park. I was going to show you more, so I didn't want the video to be too long. So I decided I'm leaving, and where it was pouring rain, everybody decided they were leaving at one time as well. So it was hectic as all get out. Hectic as all get out. Cars everywhere. So instead of going left out of the parking lot, I went right. Because that's the way it was flowing the best. Only for that to get snarled up into a single lane. It went from a double lane highway down to a single lane highway. And that caused all kinds of construction. And then I just pulled into a gas station and went in and got me a soda. Sat there for a little while until traffic cleared up. Because by this point, If I'd left earlier, I could have beat 5 o'clock traffic. But at this point, it was after 5 o'clock. And I was behind the 8 ball with all the 5 o'clock traffic. Oh, I love daylight savings time, by the way. It's 8:14 and it's still not quite dark. I don't know why we don't stick with some sort of daylight savings time all the time, because the way my work schedule is, in the wintertime, I go in at dark and I come home at dark. Just give me a little daylight either going or coming. I don't care. Well, that is my rant. About 6-minute rant right there. Which seems to be what I've done all day on these videos, rant. I hope it's good content. Who knows? I'm going to sign off right here. No Tony over there. So I got to do it. I got to do it all. Until the next adventure. Horns up!